What's going on, everybody? This is Mark West with CLEP Guinea Pig. I'm your CLEP Guinea Pig, and today I'm going to be getting my macroeconomics CLEP exam review off. I took a lot of these exams at the beginning of the year. This is the second time I've taken this exam, and of course, due to COVID and everything that's just been going on, I'm in the process of moving from Virginia to California, so it's just been a lot going on, and I finally got an opportunity to get some review videos off. It's hard to do it at home. I moved out of my beautiful home into a very crappy apartment, and got the kids there and got the family there, and it's just hard to get videos off. And I guess I'm kind of making excuses because I could have probably did some really great videos in my car on my way to work, after work. But I'll be sure to keep that in mind in the future, that I don't have to rent a hotel to come make videos. Yeah, whatever, too late. I already did it, and I'm getting ready to get into this review. So, the way I like to start these videos off is by just highlighting some resources for you, some very valuable resources that I think you can use that will help you do an amazing job on this exam. Okay, now you're gonna hear me talk about these a lot, especially if you watched some of my other videos. I'm gonna keep harping on it because I have taken a lot of CLEP exams, some of them multiple times, and I can tell you without a doubt, all right, that the resources that I'm going to give you in today's video are going to help you pass your exam, and they are probably my favorite resources to use for CLEP, for taking these tests. So the first one is this, and if you already have this College Board Official CLEP Study Guide, then you are already doing, you already there, you already halfway there. So the reason why this book is really good is because a couple purposes that it serves. For one, it helps you with actual test taking strategies. Okay, it helps you to take the test, go through, understand that, okay, I need to watch my time. All right, so you time yourself and you go through, you take the exam. It's great to test your knowledge, see what you know. All right, be your own guinea pig. Go through here and just take it blind without studying. See where you're at. Compare the answers. See what you need to work on. Just overall test taking strategies. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing that it's good for, especially for exams like these. Okay, and when I say technical, I mean exams that are more so kind of like science-based, social sciences, your psychology, this exam, your economics, a lot of your science exams, because the vocabulary is just off the charts. All right, and if you are not fresh out of high school and you didn't take like macroeconomics AP and you're not a macroeconomics stud, you're gonna see some words in here that you're gonna be like, whoa, what does that mean? Wait, what are they asking? Vocabulary will literally save you on these exams. Okay, just take my word for it. Take a fellow test taker's word for it. Take the CLEP Guinea Pig's word for it. I've been doing this since 2016. Not trying to be braggadocious. I'm telling you because it's true. The vocabulary will save you. It's extremely important to understand and to know the vocabulary. And this is a great way to get vocabulary and to see how the exam is going to actually flow. Because they're not going to ask you the same questions. They're not going to be worded the same way, right? But as I always say, the material is never going to change. Macroeconomics will always be macroeconomics. Okay, pricing indices will always be pricing indices. Inflation, the concept of inflation is never going to change. So if you understand those concepts and if you understand what they mean, you're going to be fine. You're going to do just fine, okay? The only other hurdle that you have to get through is reading the question and interpreting, because they ask you, it's a standardized exam, so they ask you, they can ask you a very simple question in a very complicated way, so you just kind of got to get past that. And that's why taking the exam in here will help you. Oh, okay, I see how they're wording that. I see the little trickery that they're doing, and I'll give you a couple examples. All right, so let me flip to the one. All right, so this is principle of macroeconomics, and I'll give you an example. Which of the following will occur as a result of an improvement in technology? The aggregate demand curve will shift to the right. The aggregate demand curve will shift to the left. The aggregate supply curve will shift to the right. The aggregate supply curve will shift to the left. The production possibilities curve will shift inward. Well, there's no way in the hell of it that you're going to be able to answer that question if you don't know what aggregate demand is, aggregate supply is, or what production possibilities or the production curve is. It's just not going to happen, right? Vocabulary. You go through this book, you see words that you don't know, that you don't recognize, you highlight them. Maybe, you have 3 different highlighters. You use a yellow for vocabulary. You use blue for, economic concepts. Or you can just use one highlighter and just highlight everything you don't know, you don't understand. Make a little database, make a word bank, put it all together, and use that as your basis for this macroeconomics exam, okay? And if you watch some of my other videos, you already know where I'm going, because a lot of these exams you can use the same sort of formula in terms of how to prepare and how to get your starting point down for honestly damn near every single one of these exams. And the resources that I'm giving you, the strategies I'm giving you, are based off of my experiences. They're based off of just all the people who I've helped. I've had the pleasure of helping thousands of people over the last 3 to 4 years pass their CLEP exam. My channel has over 300,000 watch time minutes. I have people that have reached out to me that have just read the comments in my YouTube videos to help them figure out what it is that they need to study or focus on. So I'm saying all that to say I'm not just talking out of the side of my neck here, right? Like I'm giving you this based on experience, and I'm telling you, like, this book is a must-have item in your study preparation catalog. I'll give you another example. Which of the following is included in the investment component of real gross domestic product? There's a whole section in the breakdown that tells you what you're going to be tested on, and gross domestic product is listed right there. So you're not even going to be able to answer this question if you don't understand what gross domestic product is, right? So a school teacher purchases 10,000 shares of a stock in an automobile company. A family purchases a previously owned home. A French tourist purchases United States dollars. So you get the idea, right? And I don't think I have to read too many questions for you to understand that the vocabulary and the concepts that you can go through and highlight. The way I like to do it is I like to go through the questions and I like to just highlight the subject of the question, right? I'll give you one more example because I don't want to bore you to death reading these questions. The United States Department of Labor defines an individual as unemployed if the person, well, I know that there's a whole section on the breakdown about unemployment and about labor statistics and all that. So I'm going to highlight Department of Labor unemployed, and I'm going to put that in my database. I'm going to write a note next to that and say, make sure understand what unemployment is, how unemployment works, right? That's kind of what I'm saying, right? Go through these questions, every single one of them, highlight the subject, make notes. Like I said, if something's unfamiliar, If you don't know what it means, if it's a word, put it in a database, make a vocabulary list. That's why this book is really important, right? It's a great resource, okay? Excuse me. Another resource that I'm going to give you is OpenStax, okay? If you don't know what OpenStax is an open source textbook, okay? Again, if you watch some of my other videos, I'm kind of sounding like a broken record right now because after 4 years of taking CLEP exams, I have got the 3 best resources kind of down to a T, right? Now, again, this is my personal preference, but I got the receipts, okay? I got the receipts. I'm telling you, OpenStax is I'm gonna tell you why OpenStax is so great. And every time I talk about it, I get excited about it because I can't believe it exists. The number one reason why I think OpenStax is great is because the macroeconomics is a perfect example. If you go in the macroeconomics textbook in OpenStax, you create an account. When you go to the table of contents, there are chapters that, again, directly correlate to the breakdown of your exam. This breakdown here, okay, they tell you exactly what they're going to test you on. You go through this breakdown, you highlight certain concepts, highlight the subtopics, go to the OpenStax, go to your OpenStax account, go in the macroeconomics textbook, and they have a highlight feature in there when you create an account. Highlight the chapters, and then get some scratch paper. Here, I'll give you an example. Please, I'm telling you, this is valuable. So forgive me if you feel like I'm all over the place, but I get excited. I'm passionate about this stuff. So here's an example, right? I don't know if you can see this that well. This is on my iPad. So this is from OpenStax. Matter of fact, here we go. This is actually the economics textbook. So what I did was I put the main topic from the College Board breakdown. I put that in green. Then I went on the OpenStax platform and I found every chapter that I could find that correlated to that main topic from College Board, and I wrote it down. And I did that for each one. So now I have right here chapters from a free textbook platform that is 100% accurate. It's constantly being updated. It's written by experts in the field, PhDs, professors, MBAs, master's degrees, people who actually know what they're talking about. And oh yeah, it's free. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate that. It's free. It is free. Okay. It's accurate. It's a great resource. All right. It's a great resource. You want to have that in your tool bag. All right. Just moving on because I don't want to get these videos too long. The last resource that I'm going to recommend, it's not my favorite. It's not my personal favorite, but it is helpful. Modern States. All right. And the reason why I say Modern States is because it is designed specifically to go hand in hand with CLEP. I'm gonna do a whole review on Modern States, so I'm not gonna waste too much time talking about it. But just know it is a valuable resource. If you have these 3 resources at your disposal, you can bounce back and forth between all of them, and they'll all serve a purpose. I think the best purpose for Modern States is if there's a subject that you want explained a little further and you want an expert to explain it to you, go to Modern States, find the topic that you're looking for in the breakdown. It's like course formatted, but the only bad thing, here I go, I'm reviewing it. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna review it. Well, I didn't already talked about it. It can get a little boring, right? Some of the people, the moderators and instructors, they're a little monotone, and they recommend you go through the course for like 4 weeks, I think. But listen, you want that resource. You want that resource. So go make an account on Modern States as well. Now, the best part of these videos, I'm going to go through and I'm going to give you some of my notes, my own personal notes. Now, Let me be clear. These are things that I've seen on my exam, all right, that I take notes after every single exam, all right? One of the features of being a CLEP guinea pig and learning from the CLEP guinea pig is that you get my own personal little stash of notes and hacks, and I'm going to give you some from the macroeconomics CLEP exam. Now, disclaimer, I'm not giving you answers to questions, okay? That's a no-no. But I will give you some subjects that I've seen in some of the questions that I happen to remember, some of the concepts, some of the things that I know are going to be on your exam. At least they were on my exam. So it's a really, really good chance it's going to be on your exam. Let me go ahead and let's get right into it. So here's some things that you definitely want to know about, all right? Like I mentioned earlier, I talked about aggregate demand, aggregate supply. So you want to know about aggregate demand and its determinants. Determinants. Fancy word. You want to know what the definition of aggregate demand is. The multiplier and crowding out effect, okay? Aggregate supply, economic equilibrium, sticky versus flexible wages and prices, determinants of aggregate supply, real output and price level, actual versus full unemployment output, business cycles and economic fluctuation. I'll give you a couple more, and you can write these down as I'm talking. Take them, put them in your tool bag, because again, you know for sure these are going to be on your exam. Excuse me, real quick. Let me pull it back up here. All right. I will give you some other things, and we'll go ahead and wrap up. Oh shoot, I just clicked into that one. Sorry guys. Wrapping it up. Okay, all right. So here's some other things. Circular flow, gross domestic product, mentioned that earlier. Components of gross domestic product, real versus nominal gross domestic product, price indices. What are price indices? What is nominal versus real values? Demand pull versus cost push inflation, cost of inflation, unemployment, types of unemployment. That's a big one. Natural rate of unemployment. Listen, I hope that this video was valuable. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope it didn't bore you to death. One thing you have to understand about me, I'm dedicated to your success, all right? Let me be very clear. There are a lot of companies out there that don't care about your success. They don't care about if you pass. They don't care about if you fail. All they care about is getting that money from you. I have a company, CLEP Guinea Pig, CLEPguineapig.com. I curate study material for test takers like you because I care, all right? I'm a test taker myself. So I curate information that I know is going to be valuable for you. And what I don't care about is if you are somebody who likes to pay for information or not. Because whether you pay for it or you don't, I have something valuable for you that you can get, that you can receive, that is going to help you one way or another. So that is my sort of promise to you as the CLEP Guinea Pig, as somebody doing this. All this stuff is done out of like my own time. What am I trying to say here? I'm obviously, I don't know if you can tell, I'm really passionate about helping people with this stuff. College tuition fees are just ridiculous. College is getting crazy. COVID-19, a whole bunch of stuff is going on. A lot of people are staying at home. People can't afford tuition. There's other ways to do this. And CLEP is something that a lot of people are not talking about. They haven't been talking about. And the irony of all that is this program has been around for over 50 years. So let's get to it. If you're really serious about taking CLEP, reach out to me. 619-432-5947. Shoot me a text. Say what's up. Hey, I watched the video. Whatever. Video sucked. Whatever. You were completely wrong. The information was inaccurate. Whatever. Let's talk. Let's have some discourse. Let's create something together. Let's build something together. Let's help. I want to help millions of people pass these exams, okay? I've had the pleasure of helping thousands. I want to help millions. I am Mark West, your CLEP Guinea Pig. Also, if you want to email me, you can email me at Mark, M-A-R-Q, Mark at CLEPguineapig.com. I'm looking forward to connecting with all you guys. Till next time, peace.